I signed up for Re-Engage because at the time, Matthew and I were fighting a lot and we weren't agreeing on anything. We weren't a union and we were acting more as enemies than anything. So I got him to do Re-Engage. How did I feel the first night? Is same, like I felt really nervous. I didn't know what to expect. So I was just kind of going into it completely blindly. And like more feeling like alone and lost. Yeah, I was just feeling kind of desperate at that time.
I was nervous, a bit scared, and I did not want to share with anybody about anything that we were actually struggling with. Pretty much wanted to keep my sin under the I got it phase, you know, and that it'll work itself out. And then the more that we heard other people struggling, the more it kind of hit me that, oh, we're all doing the same thing. And so then I was like, okay, well, maybe I should start sharing.
My biggest takeaway, the thing that I learned was, I guess the biggest takeaway is that we concreted our commitment. Like we were able to commit again and come back as a team again. Like we remembered like what our priorities was, like take our marriage to God, let our fights evolve, right? We don't always have to fix everything right then and there. Sometimes it's okay to let go and let God.
That's a struggle.
Yeah. And so I think that was the biggest thing that we kind of noticed coming out of it is that we are a team and that, you know, we're committed.
Yeah, that was my biggest takeaway was just making sure that this connection was good, because I think that I'm a big Bible thumper, so I was always double checking what she was doing. I go, I know I'm good, 'cause I'm reading. And then I go, well, maybe not. And so the connection between me and God wasn't so great, and I was being convicted on a lot of things, but it was very much I'm gonna wait to see her change before I change. And it ended up being the reverse. Actually, she started to change way before I did, so that helped, I think, at least in that area.
Yeah, I think like you just get stuck in the, well, I'll wait till my partner changes because it's them. Like they're the ones that are making it harder to fight, or they're the ones that aren't showing up. And it kind of put us the attention back to God, but then also like on ourselves and like, what can I do to serve Him?
Well, and I would say that definitely made our problems seem less severe.
Yeah.
Because they're not so dialed in on nitpicking what they're doing, and if they would just do it the way that I see them doing it, then everything would be fine. And when you're focused on God, you start looking at them with grace, because you don't really, you know what I mean? You're not like, oh, I'm not just so honed in on what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on, I've been forgiven. You know, I'm thinking about the gospel, so.
Like, if you're thinking about signing up for Re-Engage, you really need to be as transparent and honest with God as possible. Because it really is something that, like, what you put into it is what you get back. And it is so hard to be vulnerable, especially with strangers, especially with the one that's closest to you. You know, you don't want to be rejected. Maybe you guys, you know, like us, we were fighting. We didn't feel like a team, or that one of us, or that he liked me. You know, I didn't feel like he liked me. So I'm like, why would I give you more buttons?
That's where I was going with it.
You know, so, yeah, so I just, like, if you're thinking about doing it, really do it, but be very honest with yourself and with God.
Add on to it, I was gonna say, the vulnerability part for guys, I think, is probably the biggest struggle. Mostly because they want to be tough, and we're very good at like compartmentalizing and just pushing things aside. And we're like, it's fine. She's not crying today, you know, so we're good. And come to find out that I think a lot of people in those groups, what I found out is just a lot of suffering in silence. Surface level things are taken care of, but the deeper issues that are causing the fights are never actually addressed, and they never actually rely on God to bring those things out and to create like a space that's going to make them feel like somebody cares, even if it's not their spouse at that moment, that God cares, right? And He wants that relationship as well. And so that kind of gave me the strength. And just seeing other men kind of open up a bit, I was just like, oh, okay.